Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is an amazing day because I only have 2 days left before we leave for England, Wales, and Ireland. We're gonna be gone for 12 days and we are basically staying in a different city every single night. So I'm pretty excited about that. I have visited England, but I have never been to Wales or Ireland before. So those are two completely new countries for me. I thought I would take some time today. We're in the midst of getting everything ready and everything's a little bit crazy right now, but I wanted to go ahead and show you guys what is going to be in my carry-on for this trip. I always love watching these videos because I think it's really interesting to see what people pack, and especially when you're going on a long haul flight. Our flight from LAX to London is about 10 hours, I think, 10 or 11 hours. So my carry-on is heavy. My carry-on is this guy right here. This is the Tami Calais backpack. So this bag, I will not sugarcoat it for you, this bag was not cheap. In fact, it was probably one of the more expensive travel gear purchases I've ever made, if not the most expensive. But for me personally, I travel a lot for work. I'm doing business trips all the time, so I wanted something that I could take with me both on personal trips, but then also something that would look nice and professional on business trips as well. I am a backpack girl through and through, but I wanted something that actually looked like a grown-up backpack and not a kid's backpack or a college kid's backpack. I really love and respect all of these girls on YouTube that I see with their super cute handbags and that's their carry-on and they show up at the airport with this great bag. I love that, but that's not me at all. I like to have my hands free in the airport, especially when you're traveling internationally. You've got forms to fill out and you've got to make sure that you have your passport ready and everything. I really prefer to have my hands free. I purchased this more as an investment than anything else. I really wanted something that I was going to be able to take with me for years to come, something that was really gonna last, and I've always had really great luck with Tami. I've been really happy with the quality and I wanted something that would equal that quality. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get into the bag, and anything that you see in the bag, or actually the bag itself as well, will be linked in the description box down below if you wanna go check it out. The first section of the bag that I'm gonna take you guys through is this one right here. The very first thing that I'm pulling out are my sunglasses. I do not invest in very expensive sunglasses, and especially when I'm traveling, I just don't think it's worth it. They can get scratched, they can get lost, and I don't wanna deal with that. So these, I believe these were somewhere around $30 to $40 from the Fossil outlet. If you haven't checked out the Fossil outlet for sunglasses, they have really great deals and the quality is incredible. Next, I have my Kindle, always very helpful for long haul flights, gives you something to do. We're also gonna have a really long layover. We have a long layover between our flight from Phoenix to LAX and then LAX to Heathrow, so it'll be nice to have something to read. This is such a weird one, but I never travel without a mini flashlight. I used to travel without a flashlight and never really thought anything of it. I was in a hotel in Peru. I was solo traveling. Night was just starting to fall. A storm came through and all of the lights went out. I was completely by myself and I was a little bit freaked out, and I had no way to light the room, no way to even see where the toilet was in the bathroom. So long story short, I no longer travel without a flashlight. Next up is just a power bank for my phone. This way, if I'm starting to run out of battery and I can't get to an outlet to charge it up, I can plug this in and just give it a little boost. Also in here I have my wallet. This is my travel wallet. I actually just bought this. I used to have another one that was very similar but much smaller, so I like the design of this one a lot better, and I just found this at Target, so it should probably still be available there. I only bought it a couple of weeks ago. In my travel wallet, I keep my main travel credit card with no foreign transaction fees, that's key, and then I also have a secondary backup card, also with no foreign transaction fees. Then I have my debit card so I can get out cash. I have my Priority Pass card, which basically allows me lounge access at a bunch of airport lounges. And then I also have my US ID, which is my driver's license. Then I keep some cash in this area right here. Also in this front pocket, I have my headphones. These are actually just from Amazon. These are Sound Peats. Definitely knockoff type of headphones, but they actually work really well. I use them at the gym all the time, and I tend to lose headphones, so I don't really spend a lot of money on them. It just doesn't make sense for me. So these are the headphones. Sound quality isn't the most amazing thing you've ever heard, but I don't really care about that kind of stuff. I just want to hear the music. So these, I think, were somewhere in the range of $20 and they do the job. Last item in this front pocket is my jewelry bag. I have a choker, I have some hoop earrings, basically anything that I'm not gonna wear on the plane with me. The next pocket we're moving to is a little bit boring. It's this side pocket over here, and this is basically just some utility stuff. just general things that I might need on the plane. I just have a little pill case. I have learned in all my travels to always pack more medicine than you think you might need, so I generally do that. Certainly the countries that I'm going to are not in any way going to not have the things that I need. However, it's really, really nice. Like if you get a cold or, you know, you've got a splitting headache, it's nice to not have to go to a store and get something. I always take probiotics. I don't know how comfortable we all feel about talking about probiotics, but here's the thing. Sometimes when you travel, you get backed up. And it's really just because your body is a little bit stressed. It goes into kind of a defensive mode. It's an evolutionary reaction, and it is what it is. But my body does that quite a bit, so I bring probiotics. Don't be ashamed to talk about poop. Also, in the side pocket, I just have some Cottonelle wipes and then also Clorox disinfecting wipes. I'm a nut about using these on the plane. As soon as I sit down, I will take these out and I will use them to wipe down the tray tables, the armrests, anything I can get my hands on. Then the last thing I have in this pocket is ZzzQuil. I use this on long flights. It helps me to go to sleep. Sometimes I have trouble falling asleep on a flight, so this helps. Next, we are moving to this pocket over here. I kind of call this the fresh breath pocket because that's generally what it's dedicated to. I think it's really important when you're flying on a plane to make sure that you are not offending everyone around you with your breath. Now, hopefully you wouldn't have that bad a breath anyway, but they do serve you food on the plane, so sometimes it's nice to just refresh a little bit after that. So the first thing I have, and I absolutely swear by these, I love these. These are called Wisps. This is what they are. You can pick them up pretty much any store, but they are essentially a little mini brush. So the brushes look like this, and basically what it is it's just a little teeny tiny mini toothbrush. It's got a little pick here on the end as well, and then inside is a little ball of gel, and that little gel basically just freshens up your breath. So I really like these because it helps to get any grime off of your teeth without having to fully brush your teeth on a plane. Next in here, this is not about fresh breath, but they are in here. I love these little packs from Kleenex. These are super, super nice for traveling. You can just shove them into your purse, shove them into a carry-on, and it's nice to have some Kleenex with you without having that big fat pack of them. Gum, and then Listerine strips. So we are now moving into the main compartment of the bag. So this is where the majority of the stuff is. It's not really in any order. It's just the order that I was able to Tetris it into my bag. So please forgive me if I'm jumping back and forth between like camera equipment and toiletries, but it is what it is. So the first thing that's in here is our vlogging microphone. You can see the little attachment right there. This will attach to your phone and it provides an external mic. Next up, inside this bag, I have some medicine, Tums in case of an upset stomach, some emergency. I've always found that this is really great to take with you in the morning when you're traveling. Just helps to make sure that you're doing everything you can to not get sick. This is Dayquil and NyQuil. I always pack Band-Aids. I love this little bag. This says let's go traveling. What I have in here is any loose cords, anything that I just don't want kind of floating around my bag. The first thing that I do have in here is a selfie stick. We've gotten made fun of for the selfie stick before, and I will fully admit that it is cheesy, but when we're vlogging, sometimes it's really nice to just have a handle to hold the phone on. So for that reason, we use it, and we actually use it pretty often. Next is a plug converter. When you travel internationally, their outlets are different than ours. If you're bringing anything that you need to plug in, like a phone charger or a curling iron, this is really nice to have. Then in here, I also have sort of a universal charging cord. This one will work with my Kindle, it will work with the selfie stick, and it also works with my headphones. And then I also have the standard iPhone charger. Then the last item that we have in here is just some accessories for a tripod that I will show you guys in just a second. The next item in here is sort of a larger travel wallet. This is not the one that I walk around with, but this is the one that has our passports. And then also by the time we leave, it will have all of our itinerary. We'll make sure to print hotel confirmations and all of that. When you're traveling internationally, sometimes you can't get a signal, or for me personally, I only use Wi-Fi when I'm traveling, so I don't always have access to all the information that I need as soon as I need it. So I like to have everything printed in advance to make sure that I know where I'm going and how to get there. This is an eye mask, and it looks like a bra, and that's okay. This is the best eye mask, and I love it because it stands away from your eyes. It looks ridiculous, but it stands off of your eyes a little bit, so that if you're like me and you have longer lashes, and you're able to get completely covered, and it does basically almost like suction, not suction, but it does really form around your eyes so that no light comes in. Also down here, I have my Cabot Evolution pillow. Next in my bag, I have this tripod. That's the accessories that you saw just a minute ago go with this tripod. You can attach different attachments for either putting your GoPro on here or your cell phone, and it will actually work with a standard camera as well, as long as it's light enough. So I really like this for travel. It's super, super small, super lightweight, and we use it all the time. Because we're going to England, it is really, really smart to go with a travel umbrella, and I like putting it in my carry-on versus putting it in a suitcase, because that way if it's raining when we arrive, I don't have to worry about my stuff getting all wet. Next up is my makeup bag. So this bag itself is by Anya Hindmark, and I really love the detailing on here. So on the front here you have take off, and then the other side says touchdown. So in theory, you could separate your items into what you would actually use when you're taking off all of your makeup, getting onto a long haul flight, and then what you would use when you're, prepping yourself as you touch down. I personally don't use it that way. I just use it all as one big bag. However, I really like that detail. In here are all of my liquids. This is clear. I have gotten through security with this every single time I've tried. I mean, I've never had an issue with it. Typically, as long as they can see through it, there's no issue at TSA. However, I always do bring a small quart-sized bag just in case I ever need to empty this out. But so far, this would all fit in a quart-sized bag, so it's not usually an issue. And the very last thing that's in my bag is this packing cube. This one in particular is from Eagle Creek, but you can find packing cubes from a ton of different brands now. Most of them are really great quality. I know another brand that I really like for packing cubes is eBags. For this particular packing cube, I really like it because this first side here is just the general packing cube, and then on the back, it actually has a side for your dirty clothes as well. So as you wear clothes, you can put them on this side and it just keeps it separate from the clean clothes. So I really like that about the Eagle Creek cubes. All I have in this packing cube is essentially extra clothes. I'm always a little bit concerned about if the airline were to lose my luggage. I travel so often that I figure someday it's gonna happen. Someday it's gonna happen. So I always pack a pair of jeans in here, and then I will always pack a couple of different tops. I have, I think, 3 different tops in here right now, and then I also have a few spare pairs of underwear, and I also have a spare pair of socks. And that's it, guys. This is everything that's in my carry-on. It is now completely empty, but there's a lot of stuff that I managed to fit in there. So go ahead and leave me a comment down below and tell me what you guys typically bring with you on a trip like this. Have you ever been on a long haul flight before? How do you get through it? What do you do? Give me all your tips, because I am ready for them. Give me a thumbs up down below if you enjoyed this video, and if you'd like to see more videos like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. We'll be sure to keep you guys posted on where we're at. We are going to be vlogging the entire trip, so you'll be able to see what we get up to in all 3 countries. So until next time, I'll be seeing you guys all around the world.